Why do you think an alien would wear a wig?
I think for aesthetic reasons.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're looking at people reporting their bizarre UFO and alien encounters on television.
When a local group of people calling themselves the National UFO Research Team heard about the disappearing dogs, they too got curious.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Emanuela Rose.
My alien boyfriend communicates with me telepathically, so he uses the power of his mind. We don't speak to each other.
This ordinary woman turned up on This Morning to talk about her interstellar love affair, saying that in 2021 she was abducted by a group of aliens and promptly fell in love with one of them.
Easier for me on the daily basis to just like hug and hold him. So it's like a symbolic representation.
I'm assuming that this is one particular alien, because we say aliens.
She's now waiting for an offer of marriage, and this is where we reconvene, with her live on ITV holding an inflatable alien toy to be quizzed by Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield.
See, my boyfriend doesn't want to tell me too much, because the less I know, the less the FBI can kind of interrogate me, if you see what I mean. But basically, there are many types of aliens.
She explains not only are the aliens using ITV as a vessel for learning more about humans, but they are devoted fans of the programme. She also says that she communicates entirely with her boyfriend telepathically. Weirder still, she says her boyfriend won't tell her too much in case the FBI gets involved.
We've been on dates. He doesn't really understand dates, so it's kind of like a rocky thing. We go out.
Jo Wood.
Well, it was in the late 90s, I reckon about 99, something like that.
It's not just ordinary people who believe in aliens. Plenty of celebrities have fallen down this rabbit hole too, including Jo Wood, Ronnie Wood's ex-wife turned TV personality. She got some fresh media attention after claiming that, back in the 90s, she saw a UFO and hasn't stopped seeing them. She and Ronnie have now apparently seen numerous UFOs, as far afield as Brazil, describing the classic flying saucer with glowing tractor beam combo.
I think it's definitely not satellites, because it moves in such an unusual way, and it's not a plane. It could only be an unidentified flying object.
Wood has an entire podcast devoted to aliens, called Alien Nation, where she continually platforms people with similar beliefs. She's then shown a video of a UFO and asked what she makes of it, and she insists it's of unknown origin. For our money though, it's a balloon.
We were looking out the plane window, and this mad green, like huge orb flew up and went along the side of the plane.
Danny Dyer.
Now watch right here.
No.
The King of the East End believes in all kinds of things, including ghosts and UFOs. In 2010, he teamed up with the BBC to get to the bottom of strange lights in the sky, heading to America to talk to people who have had ET encounters.
It blinks, it moves its mouth. You can see its retinas are reflecting the infrared of the camera. Is it some guy in a mask? I can't tell you.
One man takes Danny into his house and shows him grainy webcam footage of two bright flashes of light, then a little alien head looking around. Danny is absolutely convinced, though we're not sure the whole thing isn't just a hoax perpetuated by the bloke filming. It wouldn't be too hard to create two bright lights and then have someone look through a window wearing a mask.
Yep. At first, it does look like it's flat. You know, but then you're right, and then
it starts moving.
Moves, and then you do see that. I don't know what to, I can't deal with that. I don't know how to deal with that.
Kelly Tyler.
And really, I think star seeds are souls from another star system that have incarnated as humans.
Far from believing she's been abducted by aliens, this woman is convinced that she is an alien, something she calls a star seed. She says she prefers saying star seed instead of alien, because she thinks aliens are marginalised by all of the negative media portrayals of them we have here. Though it's worth pointing out that we've got plenty of positive alien representation on our screens too.
I like to say starseed rather than alien, because there's too many stigmas attached to aliens with the films that we see, and there's a fear against aliens.
Her explanation is that her soul was wrapped with a starseed as a child, and she's here to guide humanity towards a better, more idealistic place. It's all very optimistic, despite the weirdness. though we can't help but feel that her childhood alien pal, Tom, was really just an imaginary friend, like most children have.
I developed a relationship or have contact with this being from the age of 7 at the bottom of my garden. He appeared as a light, then he started to show himself more. And we just used to have this really comforting telepathic relationship.
Kim Wilde.
And we saw some helicopters and a bright light come towards us from the southwest. And so we looked, of course.
Pop star Kim Wilde is another celeb who's had close encounters and turned up on Loose Women to talk about some UFOs she saw. She saw a light in the sky that was promptly investigated by a group of helicopters. She's insistent that the helicopters had been brought out to track down the aliens.
I really believe what I saw was a UFO. It was, well, certainly it was a UFO, but I certainly think it wasn't of this planet.
But when you tell people, do you think, sorry Jane, do you think you're a bit crazy?
She says it zipped around through the sky, and other people witnessed it too, and they even managed to snap a picture that she brings onto the show. We're not sure exactly what it is, though Kim is completely convinced that it's a planet. How a planet moves the way she described, we don't know. It could always be another balloon, however.
The looks on your audience tell you everything you need to know.
Do you think one day they will come and sort of...
I believe they're here. I believe that they are here already and they have been here for a long time.
Enjoying this video? Be sure to tune in to WatchMojo UK's 24/7 live stream for more British content. Scan the QR code on screen to join us for live, non-stop Blighty.
This thing started to move, and as it's moving really slowly, it started to make cloud.
Kieran Lay.
This ensures Doncaster leads on emerging aviation safety considerations while maintaining full transparency and public confidence in the airport reopening.
This happened during a council meeting, but turned up on TV and elsewhere as viral clips when all eyes were on Reform's fresh batch of councillors in 2026. One new councillor in Doncaster decided to use his first council meeting to say that he wanted to set up an overview and safety committee to look at the various UFOs, or UAP, that have been spotted over the disused Doncaster airport.
Can the Mayor confirm that the Council has reviewed the 2020 cockpit video of the supersonic UAP flying directly over the proposed airport site?
He later said that he was only trying to liven up a dry meeting, which begs the question of why he wanted to become a councillor in the first place, since they are not known for being the most thrilling workplaces. Months later, the Doncaster UAP hearings have yet to surface.
Does the Reform Group agree that establishing an evidence-based UAP overview and safety committee or panel would help restore some public confidence rather than add further delay?
Robbie Williams.
Because of this, you've gone to various parts of America particularly because there have been sightings there and you're just fascinated by it.
Yes, the global superstar is an avid skywatcher and says he's had an alien close encounter of his own. He's seen UFOs many times and does believe in aliens and wants to bring that education to the Loose Women audience. He clarifies, though, that he doesn't think all sightings are aliens, and thinks a lot are top-secret government aircraft flying around doing all sorts.
Matte black underneath with these yellow lines, square, came in silently and slowly above me, and I was just staring at it.
You have to wonder why they're not hiding it better, though, since so many people seem to have seen these strange top-secret planes. Apparently, he's travelled the length and breadth of the US investigating aliens and writing songs about them.
Oh, I see. So you do accept that it may have been a military thing?
Yeah, I do.
Right.
Yeah. And where was this? Sorry, where did you see this?
Beverly Hills.
Okay, so what? That's what
A lot
I'm
of
saying.
weird stuff happens there.
Shaun Ryder.
And we're walking towards the bus stop, don't know why we looked up, but we looked up, and then we just saw these things zigzagging about, which has now become the norm of the zigzag sort of thing.
Another musician, Happy Monday's Shaun Ryder, appeared on This Morning to talk about his alien theories a few years ago. Unlike Robbie, though, he doesn't go looking for aliens, or so he says. Instead, he just keeps bumping into them, ever since he was a teenager. He insists this happened before he famously started taking illicit substances, so there were no hallucinogens at play in at least some of his encounters.
When I started seeing other things, I mean, you know, I really went to get things checked out.
He actually thought he was having hallucinations, though, and having problems with his eyes, seeing flashing lights and strange shapes in the sky, but he got checked out and wasn't having any medical issues. Maybe the aliens want his autograph.
And over my apple tree, there's this big, well, when I say big, about 20 foot by 10 10 foot, 20 foot, plastic, air-fixed looking wobbly thing.
Dog disappearances.
Actually got down onto his knees and he was stroking the dog and talking to him. And he said, this dog's not in this world.
In an absolutely bizarre clip from a 1975 episode of Nationwide, the BBC investigated claims that dogs were being abducted en masse from Clapham Wood, outside of Worthing.
Some of them, you see, are sure that Clapham Woods lies on a well-used flight path for unidentified flying objects.
Owners talked to the BBC and explained that, in some cases, dogs returned home with bizarre, inexplicable injuries. Local UFO fanatics arrived to investigate with binoculars and Geiger counters, since in 1975 the main culprits were believed to be aliens.
Although they appear to me to be animal-like, yet the back half seems like a human heel, on a human foot.
But this was actually the beginning of the woodland being associated with strange occurrences. Over the years, anomalous events have also been blamed on witches, ghosts, and apparently devil worshippers. It remains a popular area with dog walkers to this day, though.
It was just over the top of the trees, and then it suddenly moved a bit more, and then we suddenly saw it was a huge, great silvery coloured disc.
David Huggins.
And I heard someone say, "David, behind you." And I turned around, and there was this little hairy guy coming out of the woods straight toward me. And his eyes were like glowing.
We do wonder where ITV producers managed to find these people. This bloke appeared on This Morning in 2018 to talk about his repeated experiences with alien incursions, meeting countless creatures over the years. He first met an alien when he was 8, though the most notable encounter happened when he was 17.
And one of them, one of the aliens that came to see you, you became to have a relationship with. This wasn't just that
you lost your virginity
you
at
did.
17.
Yes, I did.
David insists that the person who took his virginity in a forest was an alien called Crescent. He's painted his aliens too, some of the paintings highly explicit, showing the aliens talking to him about his hundreds of alleged alien children. The aliens, intriguingly, all look like the cliché Little Green Men, or E.T.
Do they mind you telling everyone what they look like and that they come and visit you? I mean, why don't they just show themselves to everybody?
That's something I would like to know.
Apparently, a third of Brits believe aliens are already here on Earth. Are you one of them? Let us know in the comments.